God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Sticking with Walker on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a familiar face, a man with 9 Pro Bowls in 10 seasons is the Seahawks' all-time leading passer, Russell Wilson. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. Throwing is Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson finding Williams on the check down. And a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. There's Wilson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on second down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
This is an infraction of defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll try for the first with Walker. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is the... And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, it's Walker, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got
it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 31, Wilson on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the first carry for Devins. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll go play action here with Minshew. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They run here with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 31, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field,
they're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Minshew. Throw left, puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, it's Frazier, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Jefferson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. It's Frazier. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Goff got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd and very short, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. From 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game?
It's pretty in-depth because the hands of the quarterback get to the playmaker's hands and downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3.
Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and bring him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. throw left side complete. That's Washington.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll run on first down. Frazier. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And what I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down and then be able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. On first down, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
In the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go right back to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nice little juke. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And Minshew going to keep it again.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This red zone is where the Seahawks crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Nick Bonito
from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So it's a quarter that saw these 2 teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Goff now looks to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Hamler now on the return.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Singletary to get the drive started. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Minshew.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for him to cough it up. Lucky he recovered because the defense got him. They were already in the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Here's Minshew. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's set for a loss of 12.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Knox. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Goff. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead running, here's Dallas.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Knox, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Goff now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17, Goff.
He's into the secondary.
Touchdown!
Colby Parkinson
From 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns in there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense now set to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Minshew sets to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Minshew got his man. It's Dulcich.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 36, Minshew.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down. It's Frazier.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Frazier, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Knox, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Knox. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Open man there is Cleveland. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Minshew. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Minshew.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Minshew.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, Minshew.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way,